What is up, obscure mic people? I am excited. I love cheap microphones. And today we've got this guy, the T.bone BC500. It is a dynamic broadcast microphone that, yes, looks a lot like the Shure SM7B. Nothing else comes in the box besides the microphone. But I did also I got a package. It was like 81, no, it was 71 or something. My total price was 110 with shipping, because in the States, shipping is international, so I had to pay like 30 some bucks to get it shipped. But I did also get this sweet stand here. It's like a foam on the bottom, metal top, roadwork stand. I'm kind of excited to throw a little short boom on it and see how useful it can be for me, because I do like desktop stands, and I think the foam could help with vibration. But enough about that. Again, I got that stand and the microphone shipped to me really quickly, actually. Even though it was overseas, it came to me in like a week or less. It was really quick. So if you've ever thought about ordering from Thomann, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll have the link in the description. And you live in the United States or somewhere else you can get it shipped to overseas, don't hesitate. Really quick. I'm probably going to order a lot of T.bone products in the future for this channel, because most of the reviews out there are in languages that most of us Americans are too lazy to learn. Let's be honest. But anyways, another thing about this microphone, don't know if you can see yet, but you'll see in the video here in a few minutes. It's got the same filter switches that the Universal Audio, SD1 microphone or whatever that is, and the same as the Music Villa MV3. So this is a mass-produced shell. The only difference between this and some of those is the half yoke, and I'm sure the capsule is tuned different, maybe not, who knows. Universal Audio claims they tune theirs a certain way, and I'm not really, I just don't know. I'm thinking maybe their grill assembly over the difference in this grill assembly and the Music Villa makes a little bit of the difference. I'm not sure. But Bandrew's video about over on podcast, it's about the Universal Audio and the MV3. They do sound just a tiny bit different, but to me, it's not enough for a big price difference. Anyways, those microphones are well over what the Universal Audio is 3 or 4. It might be 3. The Music Villa is like 175 or something around that. This, if you live within range to get it without international shipping, you're looking at like 80 bucks total, which is absolutely phenomenal in my opinion already. I'm really happy to have gotten this total package for $110. I think it is a hell of a package, but let's check out the microphone in some B-roll, and then we'll come back to this. So here's the stand that came with it, metal top, foam bottom. Actually really nice, just as kind of a throw-in. And I've got the T.bone mounted to the top there. T.bone is an all-metal body with the foam grill and 1/2 yoke for tightening. The XLR cable is in the back. Got the filter switches there. Kind of like the XLR in the back. That's what she said. The foam grill, it pops off. It's actually better built than the SM7B in my opinion. The cage surrounding the capsule, not better built, but there's that capsule that we all have seen in the MV3 and the Universal SD1. There's the grill piece there, little red ring on the bottom. This is a really nice, easy to put on grill. It's got a rubber gasket to make sure everything fits nice and tight. And then you can also unscrew the grill from the T.bone BC500, which is just kind of nuts. I did not expect that. The assembly of this thing is actually really cool. So there's everything with that unscrewed. There's the capsule in there. There's the grill assembly. I really like that. I mean, for the price, considering you can take this thing apart in phases like that, it's just really cool. All right, so of course you're going to get the SM7B comparison. I will not leave you without that. But, I'm actually really quite impressed with the assembly of this microphone, because it does feel pretty solid canister-wise. And as you saw, the grill, pops off and you can unscrew the grill. I found that to be very pleasing. Like, it doesn't just slide over it or anything like that. The yoke mount is fine. My one complaint, and it's not a big one, and it's one I can live with, so far, my one complaint so far in this video, is the mounting bracket here. This nut screws on really well, that's what she said, but it does not tighten the axis of the microphone. This thing still kind of moves. It can wiggle back and forth. I'm sure you can see that a little bit. So it is very free moving. It does stay pretty well, but if you have like a tight cord set up, it will probably drag the mic over like this. See how that moved? Because of the tension on the cord. So cord tension can move this microphone. So don't have any cord tension. I've got a little bit, not much, but I think it'll be okay. I'm happy with this regardless. The microphone stays pretty well whatever direction you put it as far as the yoke tightening screw goes. Again, I have almost no complaints about this thing at all. Let's do some tests. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. When you get right on top of the BC500 from T.bone, this is what it sounds like when you're right on top of the foam grill, foam whatever, on the T.bone BC500. Let's go ahead and do some off-axis rejection, talking directly into the microphone at about 3 or 4 inches away. And now I'm going to turn the microphone 90 degrees to get the off-axis rejection, 180 degrees off-axis rejection, the other 90-degree angle here on the off-axis rejection, and then slowly back around to the front of the microphone. Now, this thing spinning freely, that did come in handy for the off-axis rejection test. No denial there. Let's go ahead and get the SM7B into the picture. I am really pretty sure, plosive came through, that I'm going to rid myself of the SM7B. I think I'm done with it. It's real quick for the sake of knowing before I plug the SM7B in. I've got everything wired into a Shure M367 that you could see in the background of the video of the B-roll of this thing. I absolutely love this microphone mixer. Love, love, love it. The M267 was sweet. The M367 is a lot sweeter. But I've got the T.bone, the levels at a 6 out of 10. The SM7B is going to come in at about a 6.5 out of 10, not even a 7. So just a half a step higher gain range wise for this as opposed to this. So I think we can pretty much get a good idea on inline preamps and such by using the T.bone as the test subject rather than the Shure SM7B. And I don't need a $400 microphone when a $80, $90, $100 microphone sounds like this. I'll let the cat out of the bag on that already. I like the sound of this quite a bit. It has character. It's got a nice smooth low end with a nice smooth mids and a nice top that's just ever so bright, that gives it a little bit of character, as we're going to see here on the SM7B, which has no character. Okay, so now we are on the SM7B. I have unplugged the T.bone because I am using the M367 mixer. So it's as easy as plug it in, plug it out. If only it had mute switches, that would be really cool. Only thing I don't love about that thing. Give me some mutes. But anyways, this is the Shure SM7B. Yes, it's nice and full. It's nice and smooth. It's a great microphone, as we all know, but it's 4 times the cost of the T.bone BC500. I'm going to go back to the BC500 because the only test I really wanted to do was for you to hear the difference between the Shure SM7B, which yes, is smooth and flat and neutral, and but it compared to the BC500. Let's go back. All right, so now we're back on the BC500, and I know this is going to be crazy to a lot of people. I prefer the sound of the BC500. I like the character. I like the little bit of brightness. I like the fact that it sounds compressed already. It just has a lot going for it at the price. And again, the SM7B is a great mic, but apparently I just like the sound of cheap mics. So sue me. Whatever. It is what it is. I feel like I have to do very little processing on a mic like this to get it to have character and to sound full and to sound good and to have that brightness up top. Just a little bit more broadcasty, in my opinion, than that thing, which I just see as dull. Whatever. What a great buy. I'm going to put the link in the description to this. I highly recommend it. I think it's awesome. Price, of course, comes into play a big part. But man, you want the look, you want that canister look, you want that pop filter, and you get some filters still, which we're going to play with right now. But I'm just really happy with this for that price. Is it perfect? No, but no, you're offending no one with this sound. Let me say that. No one's getting offended by this sound. This is not fatiguing. I'm highly impressed. I know that it's just a run-of-the-mill Chinese microphone. Don't care. It's really good. Let's play with the filters. We've been in flat mode the whole time in case you didn't know. Now I have engaged a low cut filter, and it's not even an overly aggressive low cut filter. It takes some bottom end off, but it doesn't get super thin. It's actually a pretty good low cut filter. Let me go ahead and turn it back to flat mode. That's a really non-invasive low cut filter. That does probably what they're intended to do and just roll off some of the rumble and, traffic, that kind of thing, the lowest of the low. And I didn't really, that's one of the first low cuts that I didn't hate. I thought it sounded pretty good. Let's go presence boost. All right, now we've got the presence boost on, and that actually, at least to my ears, I don't want to say takes off some of the harshness, but it levels some of that out, makes this a lot more mid-forward. It doesn't sound bad. I wouldn't really use it, so to speak, because I like the sound of the flat mode the best, but this isn't bad at all. I will go ahead and take the presence boost and add the low cut, and then we'll go back to flat mode. All right, so now we're getting all kinds of anti-bass in here. This sounds like a top-end SM7B now instead of a low-end neutral SM7B, if that makes any sense to you. It just kind of is running on a straight line, but higher up on the frequency response chart is what it sounds like to me. But this is what it sounds like if you have the low cut and the presence boost enabled. I don't really like that, but I bet this would work for some instruments really well with these two filter switches on. Let's go back to flat. And we're back to flat mode, and all that nice, rich, warm low end comes back. The high end sparkle is back, and the mids still sound good. This, my friends, is one hell of a buy. I will add, I had to wait months for this to come in. I think I ordered it in March, and I got it in July. So they sell out quick. They go on back order. But man, if you want to set up a 2 or 3 man podcast and just roll with these, you could get 2 of these shipped to you for what I think would be, if you're spending that much, these run 70, I swear to God, it was $71 with that mic stand, and then tax and the shipping made it $110 and change. That's a freaking steal, man. I almost just dropped the F-bomb. That's a freaking steal. You could order a couple of these, probably come in, right at around $200. Order 3 of them, you might come in under $300. That is spectacular, if you ask me. Great mic, T.bone SC500, one of the most impressive cheap budget buys I have had my hands on in a long, long time. Let me know what you think about it down below. Thanks for waiting on me. I've only posted 1 video in the past week because I went on a little much-needed vacation to the ocean, and I feel good. I feel real good, especially coming back to this that was waiting on me. I already had it wired up. I had it all set up. I was like, I can't wait to get back to do this video because this is one kick-ass microphone for the price. Obscure Mics, I'll see you guys next time. If you want early access to videos and more videos and special stuff in the members-only podcast, hit the join button on YouTube. That helps me keep going because this is an expensive hobby, an expensive channel to run. So anything you can do to help out is much appreciated. But if you just watch, I will take that all day long. Thanks again, Obscure Mics. Peace out.